In a world increasingly defined by uncertainty, where geopolitical tremors shake the foundations of global order, what price would you pay for absolute security, for survival? What if the ultimate safe haven, the very promise of a future, could be bought? Today, we delve into a provocative idea, a hypothetical yet chilling vision, a new American golden visa under the watchful eye of a figure like Donald Trump. A program so ambitious, so audacious, it could only make sense in the shadow of global conflict. The old golden visa system, $1 million ticket, brought in thousands. But imagine a new proposal, a colossal $5 million investment, targeting millions of the world's wealthiest. Is this just economic ambition, or something far more strategic? Chapter 1. The Old Golden Ticket, a modest million for limited access. Let's begin by understanding the groundwork. America's existing immigrant investor program, more commonly known as the EB-5 visa, or the Old Golden Visa. For decades, it offered a tantalizing pathway to the American dream, not through traditional immigration queues, but through economic contribution. The premise was straightforward. Invest a substantial sum, typically $1 million or $500,000 in designated, targeted employment areas, into a U.S. commercial enterprise. In return, if that investment created or preserved at least 10 full-time jobs for qualifying U.S. workers, the investor and their immediate family could receive a conditional green card, eventually leading to permanent residency and, ultimately, U.S. citizenship. This program certainly appealed to a specific demographic: wealthy individuals and families primarily from countries like China, India, and Vietnam, seeking the stability, educational opportunities, and global access that a U.S. green card provides. Over its lifetime, the EB-5 program has brought in hundreds of thousands of investors and billions of dollars in capital, funding everything from urban development projects to rural infrastructure. But it wasn't a free-for-all. The EB-5 program operated under strict per-country quotas, often leading to incredibly long wait times for applicants from high-demand nations. It was a modest program, designed to stimulate job creation, not to fast-track millions of the world's elite. Its impact, while significant for specific projects, was never intended to fundamentally reshape America's demographic or financial landscape on a massive scale. This, then, was the established order. $1 million for a chance at the American dream, attracting thousands. But what if a new vision emerged? A vision so bold, so radically different, that it would redefine not just America's immigration policy, but its very strategic posture in a volatile world. Chapter 2. Trump's provocative new vision, $5 million for millions. Enter the hypothetical new paradigm, a golden visa under a future Trump administration that completely rewrites the rules. We're talking about a proposed investment skyrocketing from $1 million to a staggering $5 million per individual. But here's the kicker. The target isn't hundreds of thousands, it's millions of investors. On the surface, this sounds like pure fantasy. Why would America or any nation believe it could attract millions of the ultra-rich to pay 5 times the previous price for citizenship? It defies conventional economic logic. A $5 million entry fee for millions of people would mean trillions of dollars flowing into the U.S. economy. For context, the entire GDP of some medium-sized nations is less than that. Even with a growing number of billionaires globally, currently estimated around 2,700 by Forbes, attracting millions of high-net-worth individuals willing to part with $5 million each stretches credulity if the motivations remain purely economic. Most countries offering citizenship by investment programs, like Malta or the Caribbean nations, target hundreds or a few thousands, not millions, even with much lower price points. So, if this isn't just about economic stimulus, because the numbers simply don't add up under normal circumstances, then what is the true end game? Why would an administration, especially one championing an America First philosophy, push for such a radical and seemingly unrealistic program to bring in millions of global elites? The only way such an ambitious and expensive golden visa program could realistically meet its targets is if the value proposition fundamentally changes. It's not about seeking economic opportunity anymore. It's about something far more primal, far more desperate, and it hinges on a scenario that no one wants to contemplate: global catastrophe. Chapter 3: The Chilling Reality, World War III, and the Ultimate Prize. Let's entertain the darkest possibility, the only conceivable scenario where millions of the world's super-rich would desperately clamor for a $5 million American golden visa is if they perceive a coming cataclysm. A global conflict so devastating, so all-encompassing, that national citizenship becomes an ultimate, life-saving asset. World War III. In such a future, the value of money itself diminishes. What becomes paramount is survival, safety, and a place in the winning superpower. For billionaires facing the imminent collapse of their home nations, the destruction of financial markets, and the threat of widespread conflict, a $5 million passport to America isn't an investment. It's a doomsday insurance policy. It's a ticket onto the Ark. Why America? Historically, the U.S. has proven resilient. Its vast geography offers natural defenses. Its military-industrial complex is unparalleled. Its economic base, while facing challenges, is still the largest in the world. In a scenario of global war, the perception of America as the ultimate victor, the last bastion of stability, would skyrocket. The $5 million visa then becomes a desperate bid for a seat at the table of the triumphant. This, then, is the chilling hypothesis. A Trump administration, anticipating a future of profound global instability or even conflict, implements a golden visa strategy designed not for mere economic gain, but for the strategic acquisition of global wealth and talent, securing their allegiance and funding a wartime economy. Is it a cynical vision of a government monetizing global fear, or a pragmatic preparation for an unavoidable future? The implications are profound. This isn't just about immigration, it's about geopolitics, survival, and the ultimate price of security in an uncertain world. What do you think? Is this vision of America's golden visa too dark to be true, or a glimpse into a potential future?